I won't stop till I hear him say,
So what's the role it's playing? It's playing the role of our masters. And that's what? What do you mean? The Federal Reserve is our master? Who ever heard of such thing? It's a government agency, isn't it? Well, no, it's not a government agency. So what is it? And this leads you down the rabbit hole. The Federal Reserve System is a cartel. It's no different than a banking, no different than an oil cartel or, banana cartel. It's a banking cartel. And that's a kind of a shocker to most people, to realize that the system that's controlling our money, that issues our money in the name of the nation, is a private institution, completely a private institution.
Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Guys and gals, this is going to be one of the most controversial research YouTube pages on the internet. Mark my words. I'm going to keep doing digging. I'm going to keep finding gems to give you guys time and time again surrounding XRP and the anomaly that it is one and within itself. Stick around for this YouTube video. We are going to dive down the rabbit hole. I'm going to show you guys some very interesting theories, topics, documents, PDFs, things of that nature, correlating it all together for you guys. As always, if you guys are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please make sure that you do so now. Take a second, hit that thumbs up button as well. It does help boost the YouTube algorithm. Without further ado, let's dive into today's XRP video breakdown. So as you guys heard the gentleman speaking right there, G. Edward Griffin, he is the author of Creature from Jekyll Island. If you have not read that book yet, you should definitely go read it. It is a very intuitive and open-minded read, so you need to take it with precaution, bits and chunks. It is a pretty big book, but I definitely suggest that you do your research and read it, right? So anyways, this gentleman's talking about the Federal Reserve and how it is an institutionalized cartel, right? And I'm going to show you guys how far down the rabbit hole goes, how XRP is all correlated one and within itself. You guys already understand, right? The Federal Reserve, the Rothschilds, JP Morgan, okay, all the big names who are playing a major role in this big banking system, right, that we're fighting against. The cryptocurrency world, I'm going to show you guys why this is all taking so long to develop, okay? You really have to understand how intuitive and how well defined this entire system is and what cryptocurrency is doing to their way of doing things, okay? The old way of doing things, transitioning from the old to the new, it is going to take time. You as an individual have to understand how early you are into this market, into this digital revolution. So many people are going to be able to tell you, but nobody's actually going to be able to scratch the surface on how deep this really goes. Here on this YouTube channel, we are going to attempt to do so. So I want to first take your attention over here and just prove to you that the Rothschilds do own a portion of XRP. I will submit a PDF towards the end of this YouTube video, just showing you guys the math breakdown. I'm going to avoid that here for the sake of the video length, but we see here SBI Holdings 2022 JPY. We see right down at the bottom, Edmund D. Rothschild's fund. Okay, we'll get into the math here in just a second, proving to you guys that the Rothschilds do own a portion of XRP. We come over here. This document right here explains everything in key specific details as to why this system is taking so long and what is actually going on behind the closed curtain. So pay attention. It is a long read. I'm going to read it as fast and as fluently as possible. Make sure that you guys stick around for this entire document. It is extremely important. So right here, this is exactly what I've been trying and mentioning to you guys on Twitter multiple times in a row. This is not a joke. It is really happening. You guys need to wake up and understand that this digital transformation is disrupting their old way of doing things. The elites, the silver bloodline, the gold bloodline, the people who have been in charge of this nation for the longest time, okay? The people that have more money than you and I can even fathom. Right here we read, Ripple, whose currency is called XRP, was designed as a secure peer-to-peer payment system. Its use as a currency came second. Ripple is backed by Google, among other entities, and by banks. It was designed as a payment system technology because banks are very threatened by the idea of peer-to-peer payments. If people can transact on peer-to-peer systems and do so with the sense of security, after all, there is a big ledger that essentially is universally distributed, everybody knows what it is, and the transaction can be verified. That poses a threat to the banking system. Boom, it says it right there. Distributed ledger technology poses a threat to the banking system. Again, you guys have to understand that this is a sacred bloodline that these private companies like Ripple are disrupting. So what are the private bloodlines going to do? They're going to wiggle their way and integrate themselves with these private companies like Ripple XRP, again, who is going to revolutionize the world. You really got to do your due diligence and research some things on the internet, guys and gals. Continuing this article, we see, furthermore, the Ripple XRP system is not limited to its own currency or even fiat currencies. This is important, so pay attention. All can be used, as well as other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Litecoin. People can trade a Bitcoin versus an XRP if they wanted to, or Bitcoin versus the euro, or Bitcoin versus the United States dollar. Ripple was designed as a frictionless market maker between currencies. It could also be a frictionless market maker for stocks, commodities, and options. This is where it gets deep, guys and gals. The most interesting distinguishing feature between Ripple and Bitcoin is the structure under which the Ripple XRP cryptocurrency is distributed. Ripple's creators sought a way to distribute the currency so people have an incentive to use it. Ripple created 100 billion XRP at its inception in 2012 with the idea that 80% would be distributed free of charge. Ripple's creators kept 20%, which is interesting because if the currency proves to have value, 20% of a very big number is a lot of money. Some cryptocurrencies were designed for specific purposes, but basically they are intended as alternative currencies. Everyone realizes the ability of central banks to destroy the value of somebody's bank account. Pay attention to this because I tweeted about this, guys and gals. Central banks say as much that they intend to inflate, and interest rates are lower than the inflation rate. Keeping money in a bank is guarantee of losing value over time. Guys and gals, pay attention to this because if you go and you look at my Twitter, I said to you all, this is exactly why I take all of my money out of banks and off crypto exchanges. This is crazy, a message coming straight from Wells Fargo. I talk about this theory all the time. The banking elites do not want you invested in a cryptocurrency. They want you to think that it's a cool thing to do to put your money in the bank accounts, but people do not pay attention to the details. If you put your money into a bank account, let's say again, $1,000 at the beginning of the year, and then you seek to withdraw that $1,000 at the end of the year, that the value of that $1,000 is most likely going to be devalued. It is not going to be the same amount of money that it was when you put it in at the beginning of the year. Now, vice versa, again, not financial advice, you are more prone to see an appreciation on your overall investment, again, of that $1,000 if you were to seek allocation into, let's say, stocks or cryptocurrency or learning how to trade the foreign exchange markets, again, returning an average percent per month on your initial investment. People, banking institutions don't teach this stuff. They don't teach it in schools. They don't tell you, they don't blatantly go out and tell you, and they're not going to blatantly go out and tell anybody to stick their money into cryptocurrency assets. But they have been doing so. They have been doing so, guys and gals, and there's a reason for this. There's a reason for market manipulation, and I've been trying to get you guys to see this for quite some time now. But anyways, I got this alert from Wells Fargo. You guys can see here. If you see incorrect balances or missing transactions, we apologize for the issue. Your account continues to be secure, and we are working quickly on a resolution. Get your money out of banks and institutions, guys and gals. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to go and invest into cryptocurrency assets, but you should definitely do your research on how your money is devalued over time if you keep it in a bank. Coming back to this document, again, finishing as to why this distributed ledger technology is disrupting their system, we see historically technology did not allow for the possibility of an alternative currency. Although in the United States in the 19th century, most banks had the right to circulate their banknotes as money. You might think of those banknotes as cryptocurrencies of the era. So cryptocurrencies are not without precedent. And it literally just told you guys right here, right, that cryptocurrencies are not without precedent. That means that they've already thought about this, right? That's what they thought for banknotes. Okay, they just didn't have the technology back in the day. In theory, a cryptocurrency will hold its value against fiat currencies. If that were to happen, however, that could mean big trouble for the central banking system, says it right here. It could also be big trouble for the regulating banking system. Banks exist on their ability to charge a fee for facilitating people's transactions with one another. The bank is the counterparty, the clearinghouse. You get a check from someone and accept it as worth its equivalent because the bank guarantees payment. In the world of cryptocurrency, all the transactions are peer-to-peer. With no bank intermediary, banks no longer acting as intermediaries would more or less signify the end of banking profitability as we know today. Boom. Look at how they end that sentence. If you guys are still here and you understand what it is I'm saying to you all, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are waking people up here. We're waking people up here. This is astronomical information. You guys understand that? This is the type of stuff that they will never put into our school systems. This is the type of stuff that they don't want you teaching to your children. Okay? Right? And I'm sitting here trying to wake this stuff up. You guys can either listen to it or disband it and move on and go on about your normal lives, right? And never seek a luxurious lifestyle that you deserve to live. not of luxuries, not of materialistic luxuries, but of freedom from mental slavery, mental and financial slavery. Okay. So anyways, moving on. That's another rabbit hole that we could go down. How is this all connected? Federal Reserve, right? We know the Federal Reserve via G. Edward Griffin. Again, if you haven't read his book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, I highly suggest you go read it. He mentions the Federal Reserve being a banking cartel. Okay. Well,
States, short of the president, who was Woodrow Wilson in those days. But the rest of these guys are all bankers, and they represented the dynasties of J.P. Morgan and William and the Rockefeller dynasty, and they had connections to Kuhn Loeb and Company that were there, and that means they were connected to the Rothschilds in England and France and Netherlands. And so what we have is this was an international group here, really, representing international finance. And if there was anything that was the epitome of the big bad bankers of the world, these were the guys. So what happened there is that they knew that there was going to be some kind of a move to control banking. They knew that Congress was going to pass some kind of a law to regulate banking. And so instead of being stupid about it and just sitting back and saying, oh, I hope they don't do too bad, they decided to take the lead. They said, we'll write the bill.
Well, look over here. Check this out. Everybody's tripping about this news. The former Ripple advisor, Michael Barr, will supervise the Federal Reserve. Again, what's happening? The banking infrastructure is integrating with the private sector. Okay. It is not a joke. It is big major news, but it's not going to cause a major price rally on XRP. That is not what is going to move the market. Yet you see all these fundamentals and all these Twitters and all these YouTubers say, oh, this is going to be bullish for XRP. This is not what drives price. You have to understand that. You guys will truly understand over time that this is not what's going to make XRP moon. This is a part of the program. Welcome to the show. You get what I'm saying? This is a part of the stepping stone, the full integration, so that way these key elites have superiority over these private entities, over these privately funded companies, okay? You have to understand that, guys and gals. The rabbit hole goes so deep. Coming over here, what do we see? Ripple is a part of the Faster Payments Council, okay? The Faster Payments Council devoted to advancing safe, easy to use faster payments in the United States. Today, realized its cross-border faster payments white paper. Okay, you guys can go click through and read that, but we already know Ripple and XRP are a part of the Faster Payments Council. It says it right here. You guys can go again, do your due diligence, do your research. Ripple Labs right here, part of the Faster Payments Council. Again, getting integrated with the elites. Okay, you don't see any other cryptocurrency company on here. Not one, guys and gals. Scratch your head. That says it all right there. Where are the other cryptocurrency assets? There's 20,000 of them. There's not one on the entire Faster Payments Council. Okay. Not even freaking Bitcoin is on here. Okay. Not Ethereum, nothing. Not XLM, not Stellar, nobody. Ripple XRP. Understand that. Moving forward, what do we see? Ripple is also a part of the what? The Faster Payments Task Force, hosted by who? The Federal Reserve. We see right here. Organization, Ripple. Okay. Representative, Ryan Zagone. The devil's in the details, guys and gals. This is not even scratching the surface on how crazy this is about to be. I said to you guys on Twitter, they are hiding the truth now. They aren't blatantly coming out and saying XRP is for a fact going to be the chosen one, but watch over time. If they want a full transition to take place, they will eventually need to come clean. By then, for the normal person, it will be too late, okay? You guys will see in the future, mark my words, you're going to see XRP commercials. You're going to see XRP freaking television. Like, it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. Every billboard, every ad, every TV commercial. I don't watch TV anymore, but watch, right? Super Bowls. You're going to see it on the Super Bowl commercial, right? Everybody watches that for the commercials. You're going to see it. Okay. By then, the price of XRP is it's already going to be at some significant price, because we already know that the price of XRP has to stabilize. Okay. It says it right here on a PDF hosted by who? Congress themselves. In order to value its items in terms of Bitcoin, Ether, or Ripple, the dollar exchange values of these units would have to stabilize. We already know that it's going to stabilize at some significant price in the future, okay? Nobody here on earth knows what that's going to be. None of you listening, nobody giving you price predictions or anything like that, but it is going to be significant, because mathematically, it has to be that way. Again, I said to you guys on Twitter, 90% of individuals are focused on the price appreciation of XRP, that they're failing to realize what the asset is one and within itself. We already know JP Morgan is a part of that banking cartel. And what do we see on a PDF from them? Ripple right down here, Fabric blockchain platforms such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. This is where they're talking about the system. This is where they're talking about the transition. Blockchain technology is still maturing and entering application stages, okay? This is again, via a banking cartel member, JP Morgan, the type of money that you and I can't even fathom, okay? We see right here, assessed value, 2015 to present, prototypes and pilots, which we've been covering for quite some time. This is the information that everybody has right now, okay? But you have to understand that they're already here. They're already here making documents and decisions. All the information that they're drip feeding us now is this phase right here. And look how it's outdated. 2016, 2020. You guys see how we're behind? You see how everybody is covering this information now on Twitter, on YouTube, right? It's starting to get popular, but all the documents that we're reading, they're outdated, okay? They're not going to give us the new 2022, 2023, 2024 documents, okay? Even though they're already pre-programmed into the system. They're already drafted. You guys and gals have to understand that. We see here islands of adoption, 2018 and beyond, okay? Do your due diligence, do your research. Again, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ripple are the only cryptocurrency companies mentioned on this entire document, JP Morgan. I'd like to cover another tweet that I put out to you guys on July 14th. I said, be patient, XRP holders. What you believe about the universe begins with the sensory information available to you through your neurological filters. XRP. LOL, it's not hard to tap in, but people still choose to blindside themselves. I posted this document for you guys from the International Monetary Fund where it mentions XRP being processed with the TRAP system, CLS, the clearinghouse, Federal Reserve, FedWire, Fed accounts, okay? Credit cards, debit cards, Visa, Master, right? T2, all of it, okay? Go check that out on Twitter. You guys and gals really got to do your deep dive. Really got to do your deep dive. And if for some godforsaken reason we're wrong about all this information, cool, so be it. We move on with our lives. Hopefully the majority of us still prospered in some other fashion, right? If you're going to be investing in these digital assets, understand that there's risk involved. There could be a chance that we're not correct. But if we are correct, guys and gals, and you are listening to this and you're holding XRP, it is not about the price appreciation of XRP. It is about the mere fact that we are part of the new financial system and that they are lying to individuals. They're not blatantly putting out this information. They're not blatantly putting out this information. And it's creepy. It's creepy when you really do the deep dive. You really see how it's all interconnected. You really start to piece it all together and fathom again. This is as best as I can get, the deepest that I can get down the rabbit hole without hopefully getting, without getting monetized by YouTube. We're already shadow banned on Twitter. We're already shadow banned on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't want to go any deeper. Blessings to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video breakdown. I'm going to leave you guys with this one for you open-minded individuals. This one's going to touch home. If you really understand true enlightenment, you really understand where the future is headed, where you're headed as a divine entity on this earth, okay? The boundless realm of the universal ether containing unconditioned potentialities requires but the faintest ripple or impulse of the divine mind to set it in vibration. XRP. If you guys know where that came from, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Blessings to you guys. As always, be cognizant, be aware. Please, please, please be aware. I cannot beg you guys enough out there. If you guys are listening, be aware. And I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video breakdown.
I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.